Hello, this is Bob Marilyn. This is the third video in a series pertaining to the elections coming up in November. First of all, I'd like to make a correction on an error that was in my second video, and I apologize for it, but here's the facts. What I had said in that video was that currently the top 1% of all Americans are getting 23% of the income. That was an error. The actual number is it's the top 2% of all earners now get 23% of all U.S. income. This used to be 9% when Ron Reagan took office and started his trickle-down theory of assistance to the rich at the expense of the poor. And you can see what happened. So this trickle-down, I didn't get much out of it. I think I got wet. That's about it. Anyway, now what I want to talk about for the rest of this video is compassion and unity and decency, which are becoming very scarce in this election season. But I know there's a lot of people out there, a lot of them are hate mongers, a lot of them are just ordinary citizens that have their own firm beliefs, but a lot of them would like to wave their hands and go back to a power base of white Protestants. That's the reality of the situation. Going back in our country's history, at one time or another, we were prejudiced against the Catholics, the Jews, the Irish, the Polish, Black Americans, gays, Latinos, Mexicans, Italians, and sadly today a lot of this prejudice still exists. You can see it particularly in Obama's case. But this hate is not good for our country, and it's not good for you as an individual to have hate in your heart. We need to embrace the diversity that we have. We're the only country with this much diversity. And all of these groups, at one way or another, either through strong leaders or inventions or military, they've all helped us to be the greatest military power and the top economic power in the world. So, I'm just pleading with people to open up their minds, open up their hearts a little bit. Don't be so mean. There's a lot of meanness going around. It's perpetuated by a couple individuals, more than a couple, but it's the Rush Limbaughs and the Glenn Becks. They talk to a small but very energized base that is looking for this hate. They need to be motivated by hate. And you know what happens with hate? That's you can look back on World War I and World War II to see what that leads to when you start this slippery slope of discrimination. We need compassion for all of the people in this country. There's sick people, there's poor people, and they all need some help. And this is a basic teaching of the religions. Most of the religions in America don't teach hate. They teach you to help somebody, help them stand on their own. And too often today, everybody's out for their own self. That's all I want to do is look out for themselves and screw the other guy as long as they get ahead. But reject the hate mongers. They're doing this to create their own agenda. And a lot of times it's just politics and money from TV shares. Rupert Murdoch owns a TV station. That's where a lot of these guys camp out, and all they're doing is stirring the pot. So let's support those that would help these kind of people, that lift up the poor, that care for the sick. Those with no hope, they give them hope. These are the kind of leaders we want if we're going to be the best country in the world, to remain that way. A place where you'd like to raise your family. Do you want to raise your family with hate bred in them? I don't think so. It's not good. Anyway, that's all for now. This is a short video, number 3 in my series. Thank you very much for watching. My next video, I'm going to make some comparisons between the current situation economically and that of the Great Depression, and let you know where I think we're at and what helped us get into and get out of the last Great Depression. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. and look forward to seeing you in my next video. Have a good evening.